to start the topic of reentry with a quote that I read a couple days ago from Starbucks CEO Kevin Johnson. And this quote to me really embodies what I believe should be the motivation or the why that's really driving your reentry playbook. And so they talk about the third place, and this is an idea of which Starbucks considers to be a place outside of your homes, outside of your work lives, where we can really connect as people and we can build a community. So Kevin says, in fact, we think of the third place as a mindset, a feeling of comfort that uplifts customers everywhere and in every way they experience Starbucks. And the third place has never been more relevant than now as communities seek to reconnect and heal. So as you consider the tactics that I'm about to walk you through, I think it's really important that you visualize how your stores and how your brand can really help build this idea, this concept of the third place for your shoppers, where they feel really comfortable and safe kind of returning back to a little bit of normalcy in shopping in your stores. And so to create your customer strategy and really lay out your plan, you first have to understand where your customer's mindset is at. So as we re-enter the new norm, we really believe customers can be broken into three behavioral groups. So the first group I call head down and carry on. These are your essential workers. They've been shopping all along. They don't really have any changes, but safety is most important to them, not only for themselves, but obviously their family. The next group would be those with a really short memory. These are the people that can't wait to get back to normal. They want to end isolation, and they don't really want what's happened with COVID in their face every day. This third group represents really the biggest challenge in terms of consumer confidence and restoring consumer confidence. These people are just operating from a place of total fear. They're not ready to go back out into their daily lives. They maybe don't want to go back to work. And so the thought of really going into stores is challenging to them. And meeting all of these different customer needs can be really challenging. So today I'm going to outline really quick 3 principles that will help you set up your plan. So the first thing is analyzing your business. Next is adjusting your loyalty program and operations. And the last is engaging not only with just your loyalty members, but also your non-loyalty members. Unlike any other time in our operating history, we don't have past indicators or trends to dictate how this is going to shake out. This is not seasonality. We're just not sure what it looks like. And so what we do have is data. This is really the time for you to be digging into your data, and the ability to access it, sift through it, gain quick insights is going to help you respond to your shoppers' needs and provide solutions that make them feel safe in your stores. So the first thing I'll point out is while COVID certainly has impacted every single person in this country and this world, there is regionality to it. And so you can't just look at what's being applied all across the country and apply it to you. And so this really requires you to monitor locally. And that's all about using your loyalty program data and looking at consumer behavior. And so there's a couple of things to pay close attention to. One thing is just your normal program indicators. So trips and basket spend are very important. If your state, if you're weeks into reentry and your trips are still down, that should be an indicator that you really need to reach outwards and bring customers in. If your trips are kind of averaging back to normal and your basket spend is still up, that may indicate to you, hey, people are kind of continuing some of the COVID shopping. Maybe they're buying grocery items. And then I think the most important loyalty statistics to look at are your engagement KPIs. This is going to tell you if the tactics that you have in place are really working in terms of building that confidence back. So looking at things like your message open rates, are people actually opening your apps and re-engaging with your loyalty programs? Also message opt-in. So are your numbers going up in terms of opt-ins, or are people actually opting out? And so there's a lot of trends that are emerging. And one of the ones that I think is most interesting, we got that from our Insights Cloud, and we've heard it from our consumer packaged good partners, is that our immediate consumption products are actually going down. And so that might indicate to you, hey, maybe you need to change layout or adjust planograms to help you better react to what's going on right now. So at the end of the day, if you're able to combine behavioral insights with sales data, it's going to give you an opportunity to effectively adjust. One of the most important things you can do right now is provide a sense of safety and show your customers that you care. And if you can do that successfully, then you can rebuild trust. A couple tactics that you can kind of dig out of the arsenal would be surprise and delight, right? So right now, you can be really honest. You can send a message like, hey, it's been a really rough couple of months. Here's a 5-cent off per gallon discount for when you're back to work and you're kind of fueling up again. Or, hey, here's $2 to spend in store on anything you want for the next time you're ready to come see us. The other thing to think about is people are really experiencing economic hardship. So you can turn your loyalty program from something that was a nice perk into a true lifeline. So for example, if you have a points-based catalog program, you may want to consider adding gift cards into that. Could be a gift card to your stores, or it could be a gift card to a local grocery store. If you're able to help someone put food on the table, that really goes above and beyond in terms of growing your brand. And then part of people feeling comfortable shopping again is not just within your stores, it's in the community, right? So looking at ways that you can partner and build partnerships with different organizations. One example might be to have maybe a partnership reward where you have a sweepstakes. You may say every transaction gets you an entry into the sweepstakes. The winner of the sweepstakes may have an opportunity to pick a charity of their choice. We'll donate $250. At the end of the day, showing that care and trust is really the first step. And then the other step, while there's so much change, is not to go back and totally change up your reward strategy, but instead it's to make small little tweaks. So you may want to look at your club or your member pricing programs. Most of those typically are on things like hot dogs and donuts. Those offer types may not be super relevant right now because people don't feel comfortable with those products. Take a look at, hey, should I offer up a member price on a milk instead? Or should I move forward and should I do, instead of just a regular fountain club, should I also add a 20-ounce soda club? And I would say too, is help people get back to their rituals. If you have a coffee club, remind me that I like going out for coffee in the morning. Remind me that I don't really love making coffee myself. Maybe send me a message that says, hey, we've added a couple points in your coffee club. Only one more and you get a free one. At the end of the day, you also should look at who can help you, because I know business is hard right now. And so don't overestimate or underestimate what your vendors can do for you. I know with Marketing Cloud Solutions, we have our offer network where you can receive consumer packaged good funded offers. And then additionally, your regular vendors you talk to, their business is soft, they may have additional budget. Working on the consumer experience is really important. Don't underestimate the impact that your CSRs can have on the human connection. Investing now in training with those CSRs is incredibly important. They might be the first person that someone has seen in a week. So making sure they understand not only any operational changes or loyalty program changes, make sure they understand why you did them so that they can have that connection that can really help out. At the end of the day, whatever tweaks or adjustments you put in place, it's really more about how you communicate them. The other day, I ordered food from a Thai restaurant. My normal restaurant was closed. I ordered from another restaurant, and they got my package, and it came to me, and that was great. And I opened up a little card I had at the top of the bag. When I pulled out the rest of the card, I saw a handwritten note, and it said, "Thank you so much for supporting our business. You're helping us keep our doors open. We appreciate you, and we hope your family is safe. Please enjoy 10% off your next order." What they did there is they made a customer for life. And it wasn't because of what they did, because I've been getting promotion codes all over the place. It was how they communicated. And so what I would say is you have the opportunity now to have a conversation with your customers and your loyal shoppers by staying close to them, communicating frequently, and taking something that's really negative for everyone and building it into true loyalty and true brand trust.